Might as well get this going. Pull some nether hunting and then work on some farms, I guess. Yeah. Back at it. I want to go south from here. That's the way to do that, to probably go that way. Yeah. I know there's a spawner that way. I did not bring the M Pro. That's not a good thing. Looks like 2 singles. Not bad generation, could be better. fucking lava waterfall fully generating behind me while I'm standing there typing. Server player trapping. There. Interesting. Also, isn't boundary 5K? Yep.
to say, can we try to hold on just for now, even if we don't know how to show them what we're all about. They said they won't let us go ahead. Red lights, should we just go back instead? Can we try to hold on just for now, even if we don't know how to show them what we're all about? We just have to sail away, leave the anchor, we won't stay. Words may be leading tracks, but we've got the wind at our backs. We just have to sail away, leave the anchor, we won't stay. Words may be leading tracks, but we've got the wind at our backs. We just have to sail away, leave the anchor, we won't stay. Words may be leading tracks, but we've got the wind at our backs.
Interesting. I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that. I will be back. As creepers die. Ugh. I don't know if I need another slime farm. How much is it producing? Awesome. Yep. A bit. A bit more. Yes. Yeah. That's not a bad person on iron, holy shit. I'm guessing it's out, but that's not a bad person. I need to adjust all of these ones. Anyways. No one's touched this yet. Oh wait, rockets. Rockets. What's that?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing quite well.
I'm gonna go check to see if Maple ever built that route.
No. Maple's been preoccupied with many things.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
What?
Well, I just opened the launcher and on the right-hand bar, there's a new option. News, Minecraft Java Edition, and then Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, you've never heard of Minecraft Dungeons?
Oh, I've never heard of this. Action adventure game.
A Minecraft-based dungeon crawler. So, like Skyrim or Diablo, but in a Minecraft universe.
Huh. From this little image that they showed, it kind of looks a lot more similar to the Telltale games.
Yes, that could be a possibility. Things I don't need are that. There.
You know, I wonder if someone created a texture pack based on the launcher's, uh, im- you know, that little scene with the with Steve and Alex running down the tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those textures aren't the standard textures. Wonder if anyone actually made a full texture pack. I think someone raided. It had to be Maple. I'm looking at the chest. I had a lot of spruce wood left after building my house. You know what? It might be on the top floor. Just 1 second. Okay, that's where it is. Yeah. Never mind then.
All good.
I see my neighbor is no longer in ownership of his house.
Which neighbor?
The one that in Highlands. He was the one that owned the first slot on the first chunk on the bridge. He was one of the older members that came. Not sure how long ago.
Oh.
My balance is already down to 6,000. In like a week or two, I'm probably gonna have to sell some diamonds.
Possibly. Why can't I find junk?
Junglewood?
Yeah, there's jungle.
Ah, I think Junglewood is my least favorite of the woods.
Well, I just wanted to make trapdoors, but like it grows in taller trees than dark oak does.
Yeah. Why don't you just go to the tree farm? Did you forget we have a tree farm?
No, I'm aware about it.
The top floor uses jungle trees.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the fuck it moving. I'm just gonna go to my tree farm. That would actually be faster than any of this.
See you later.
You know.
Wow,
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm well.
What is up?
Alright, let's do some planning.
Cool.
Okay, dope. Opening up, painting shit right now. Finger donut. And then where is my? Oh, this is a good ass song. Okay, so I'm gonna make a planning chat in the staff office.
Cool.
Okay, so right now. What is that Y7 for? I remember I had it for a reason.
That is the bottom of 3 of the farm. Or where 4
Okay.
of the farm, 4 farms will be.
Gotcha.
3 creeper farms and 1 sled farm.
Uh-huh. Okay, I still have the plots created. 52, 19 thick. Do we like it being 19 wide, or do we want to go wider?
The ring?
Yeah. It's currently 19.
That's probably a good width, yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
I don't mind people having ownership on part of the ring if it happens to overlap each other.
Okay.
We just make a clear expectation that you do not touch it, right?
Yeah.
I think it goes without saying that in a place called Skyblock, your land is the Skyblock, right? Yeah. So let's make that a expectation for people living there. And people that live there will be, more senior members on the server anyway, because like they'll have to make enough money to get a Lycra and shit.
Yep.
Can't type today. Okay, and then do some counting on chunk. Can I zoom in on you? Can. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Why is that 15? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 3, 4,
Hello.
14, 15,
Hello,
16.
sir.
Fuck!
What?
I can't count.
As soon as you came in, you distracted Mabel's counting job.
No, it wasn't you distracting. Oh, no, I somehow skipped something, but actually, right, all is well.
I'm relaxing Maple's.
So disappointed when they see him put money in their bank.
Bruh, they made a 20k profit, dude.
You mean they made a 20k profit?
They didn't.
Who's buying their expensive books and not buying my cheap?
No one. That's Gab's just
Oh,
for. But
That's
have you have you looked into Elysium's bank?
they did put more money back in, but I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
sure their members put that in.
Oh yeah, I know. It was members and diamonds. Fuck.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Shit. 4, 6, 7, 8. Six, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Three, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so cool breakdown of the chunky boys. Oh yeah, nice. I do plan on having these islands built this weekend. I'll have one homework assignment to work on, so if it doesn't get done, that's just my laziness.
Awesome. I will be planning to help you all weekend, so that's cool. Work on that for the most of it.
Yeah, and I'll have the thing built in creative so that we can both grab a schematic. Where are evaluation program pages? Is it 8? How many?
I'm going to go grab something to eat, and I will be right back.
I.
Oh, Maple, did you delete the flame shop yet?
Say what?
Have you deleted the flame shop yet?
The claim shop.
Flame.
Flame shop.
Oh, I talked to him about it. He should have removed it.
No,
Yes.
I lowered the price.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh wait, no. Yes, he has.
I
It's
figured.
gone now.
So yeah, I talked to him this morning.
Anyway, I'll be back.
He said he understood.
investment to start up business on the server is basically nothing.
Exactly.
So there's no reason for anyone to say, "Oh yeah, I'll sell shares in my business and profit share with other people in order to start up capital," because you get capital so easily by mining diamonds, and rarely need much capital at all to start something. Like even some of my biggest build or Sketchin's biggest builds, like you don't need that much. I know Sketchin said, yeah, but me and him are kind of good at the game, but many people are bad at the game. Are A, not going to be able to do those builds confidently to people that are businesses, so they'll fail. Or they're not even going to bother. And if you try to do it for smaller businesses, those are just going to fail and die. Anyway, so that's the problem on the selling side. And the buying side is, how are you going to enforce it? What if the guy who made the business just doesn't log on for a month? How are you going to make sure he pays his shareholders and that their value goes up?
Yes.
And how is there going to be a guarantee at the end? You could be doing it more like an angel investment firm. Anyway.
Yeah.
Where
The way I was
your
thinking about that.
your shareholders are waiting for like the business to sell off to make a big profit and just holding on to it hoping that the stock will go up. And how are you ever going to ensure that they go IPO? And who's going to buy the IPO?
Okay, see. The truth is, I was planning to start an organization where I would hold the stocks and people could come to me and buy and sell stocks in different companies. And as a
What companies are they?
no, as a game player, you could start a company, or as a town, you could start a company. And based on what that town does, so its financial bank or your financial bank, so if you don't log on for a month and your stocks tank price, that is a risk that the investors took in your price, right?
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, if you're someone like me, if someone buys stocks in my company, I do a lot of shit on the server. The actual potential of those stocks goes up high. Or Boomer Nation, the actual stocks were very high.
But what benefit do I get from owning a share in Sketchin's business?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Do I
thinking.
get do I get dividends?
Well, theoretically, that would be determined based on the player.
This just sounds like a whole lot of steps for something that will not pan out very well for the size of the county server.
Yeah.
County's not going to grow for a long time.
Even if the Towny server is 300 times the current size, it still wouldn't work functionally because you have no way to enforce any of this. The mods aren't going to enforce, oh hey, if you don't pay Sketchin, we're going to remove you from the server. No.
All it takes is one other big economy to come in and not join to destroy it all.
Not even that, but like you're going to have to give such high dividends, such high interest rates to counteract the risk, you'll never make a profit.
I think the idea is cool, but there's just no infrastructure for it.
No, Richard's idea, or was it Richard's? Someone had the idea of making a property loan bank. That one's feasible if it has the mayor's help.
I need property one.
Okay, so I think what Richard's planning on doing is he's planning on buying up a bunch of property. And then he's planning on doing loans to property owners. So what's going to happen is the property owners are going to get perms on that plot, but Richard is going to own it. And the property owners are going to pay him money until his loan is paid off.
Interesting, but that's putting a lot of value on land.
Yeah. He really values that. Also, I sold him three plots yesterday. Speaking of land, is there someone you can get rid of?
Get rid of what?
Is there some land we can get rid of? We are hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, I'll take a look into this. Still counting chart. Let's see how much more money we get to spend. Okay, so yeah, let's do a new line here. New line here. So that's probably 2 more rows. 1, 2, 6, 12 there. 12, 24.
Are you working on the shop or?
Yeah. One, two, three. Okay. Fine. Fine. Oh yeah, there's a built-in feature straight line. Yeah. Okay. So that's 16 chunks, 32 chunk plus six, no, 16. So yeah, about 64 chunk.
What's 64 chunks?
The donut. We don't have to claim some of the interior ones. We can get away with unclaiming some of them if we wanted to, but I'll take a journey around town to see what can be unclaimed.
Honestly, we gotta raise taxes or claim less land. Because we're fucking hemorrhaging money at this point.
It is no.
No, we're not doing anything about it.
Oh, Maple, can I ask you a question?
No. Yes.
Can you meet me in a spot in town?
Can what?
I'm going to TP you somewhere in town.
Yeah. There's 2 plots done. Why do we even own this plot?
Which plot?
So it's a random one in the river. Oh yeah, somebody used to have a thing here.
Get rid of it.
Live.
Number one, that this is definitely an abandoned build.
What, this one?
Well, the 3 here. These 3 plots. Same person owns all 3 of them. Anyways, also, the person that is here would like to buy this plot also.
Male wants to buy this one?
Yeah. If you come down here.
Yeah, this is Lorenzo's old house.
Yeah.
Did Lorenz lose his house?
Yeah. Message him, but
Well, Lorenz has completely cleared out both of his houses. Pretty much.
Max is still paying taxes on those builds. For land.
Where are you guys?
DM. Northwest.
Oh, okay, one of you is in Lawrence.
Yes.
Okay, Lawrence's house you can just sell that for people.
Well, not this one, his other house.
What one on this one?
His old house.
Well,
We could probably sell this one too, but yes, his old house is the one that somebody wants to buy.
Oh. Which one's his old house?
Not this one, this one right here.
Oh, correct.
Alright, Max said that he'll be back soon. He's just been gone because of school.
Yeah, that's fine. You're still paying taxes.
Yep.
So is it fine if I sell this plot? Yep.
I'm talking to friends about right now.
Well, City owns it and we have for a while, so. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, also, yeah, his
His
bar
little
thing, he never did anything.
tiny hut. Oh, he has two of them. He has this one and then he has the upscale one right here.
No, he doesn't on this one, too.
Okay, so we're going to move Lorenz's stuff to chest in my house, and we're going to sell it.
Your chest is in your house, why not?
Huh?
Why chest is in your house?
Just because it's easy to find. And I can give him perms to open up the shit. Ah, Mr. Gamer and Hakuna's shoulders have fired. Are you still there, Sketch?
Yep.
What do we want to do with PDF's house?
I don't even fucking know. Great question.
It's obviously not coming on the server anymore. And I think it would be a godsend if we could fucking demolish this thing. Personally, I want to blow it up with TNT. How about you guys?
Oh wait, I definitely meant to go into Lawrence.
Yeah, so you don't know who stole TDF's diamonds?
Oh, somebody yoinked them?
Yeah,
Oh.
like maybe it was PDF, but I sent you a picture. You said, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I thought you said that you were taking it.
No, No, someone else stole them.
What?
Someone steal PDF's diamonds.
I mean, I thought it was weird that you'd ask. So I was like, yeah, okay.
No. Someone went there and stole his diamonds, and for some reason, plot perms are weird on his plot. Seems like everyone has build permissions now. Build and
Yeah.
destruct permissions. I think
Um,
went on his plot, changed the perms, and stole diamonds and left.
say what?
I think someone went on his plot, changed the perms, stole his diamonds, and then left. But I'm
How
not
could
sure.
somebody change the terms of the plot?
Mayors can.
Yeah, and I haven't changed the terms on the spot.
You're not the only mayor. And there may be one mayor that was always saying, "Oh, I want those diamonds."
Any mods available?
Like, I have a suspicion. I'm not sure, but you know. Yeah, for some reason I can overhaul his chest too. Someone plot clear?
No, you might have not just not
Locked them?
lots of things.
That's cool.
Okay, yeah, no, some of them are still locked, so that doesn't make sense. Like, maybe it was PDF because he needed money, but I don't think so. Maybe.
I can't doubt it.
I don't know. Let's definitely check.
Hold on, I want to see if there's any mods in place yet. Oh, red's here. Oh yeah, check out this cobble.
Hmm?
Somebody cobble walled up here.
Yeah.
Probably blind.
You asking Red who did it?
Yeah. Um, the Fafner.
Really?
Yep.
God. What the fuck, Baf? He fucking steals money from the town bank. Steals the diamonds of our residents. My fucking
How
God.
many used to be up here?
Every single one of those empty spots used to be a diamond block.
Wow. $265 ago. So 11 days ago.
Okay, I'm going to ask PDF to ask if he gave Baf permission. That may have happened.
Hmm. can send them a DM if you want. Pretty recent conversation with them. Like, how hard is it not to touch other people's shit? Still paying taxes on the plot, like.
Even if he wasn't, that should go to the town bank
No.
or into.
You know,
PF
there's a reason that I put all the
chest and then the town bank.
There's a reason. So you might notice that there's not many diamonds in the town bank or in the town vault.
Mhm.
Because I put them in a quote-unquote emergency shulker that's in my ender chest because I knew Faf would go in and grab them. And I'm glad I did. So if you ever need diamonds from that, just...
No, I'll never need damage from that. If anything, like those are going to be a nice little cash reserve for our bank, our town
Yeah.
bank for taxes.
Okay, so how do we handle this?
I don't fucking know.
Honestly, if he
This
didn't own the Discord, I would honestly consider kicking him for that. If PDF did not allow it.
Yeah, I'm asking him now. PDFs.
Like, briefing is in like not allowed areas is like one of the only things that pisses me off beyond all measure. Because there's a reason people have these claims.
I don't know. Maybe PDF gave permission. We'll find out.
Like I said, if he didn't.
Fuck, we could make a copy of this Discord.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I mean, I was a
Anthony asked for
professional
some-
Discord manager for 4 years.
Oh no, I know. I know you've done most of the work with this Discord.
I'm not worried about having to make a new one if I have to. It's just annoying.
Yeah, I know. And moving everyone over is going to be a pain.
In fact, I've actually already made copies of some chat logs when I initially asked Faf for mayor, because I was worried that he was going to pull a no, get out. Not chat logs, of policy logs. Speaking of, I actually need to make a map for the town, because I told Richard I would do that.
Well, we already have a map. We just update and then.
No, like a for Discord that has labeled things.
What the fuck? Ugh, lights are fucking up. I hate it.
They still messed up.
A little bit, yeah. I just like froze in one place and dropped. Thank God I was underwater. Why don't you ask PDF as well? He's not answering me. He's away from his computer though, so. Like, I don't think you can remain a co-mayor. He's gonna pull shit like this.
Absolutely.
So it's either we bump him down to a regular citizen, or we bump him down out of the town.
For right now,
Either-
I'm just removing co-mayor before we get an answer from kids.
Yeah, PDF will be most likely in school right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to answer.
How dare he?
Stop getting an education. It's all fake anyway.
Stop getting mitigation. Come on the Minecraft server, goddammit.
Full wasted.
Oh,
The
no, what do you
Minecraft
think,
is
Sketch?
About 5?
Yeah.
Would he even notice if he wasn't a Comer until he tried to pull shit like that?
No,
Probably
that's the
not.
funniest thing.
Right?
Hello.
And if he then...
Let's move this conversation down to staff office.
That was not good. You good.
He's already staffed, dude.
Okay.
Get him away.
Yeah, fucking... So yeah, basically, if we actually took it away from him, he would not even notice until the point at which he tried to do something like take shit or something like that, right?
Yeah.
His biggest fear, like the other day when he asked me for Maribek, and I was like, "No, you're never around." Was so his biggest fear is people not remembering that he started the town, and I'm like, that's such a stupid reason. Like people are going to remember this shit.
No, that's his fake reason. He just wanted the power back. He wants
Oh,
someone else.
absolutely. And it's obvious because of how he's always removed money.
I know.
The system
I like
remove
how-
money?
I like how he withdraws $25,000 from the town bank, does some shenanigans with shops, deposits $35,000 back, and then withdraws $25,000.
Yeah.
So he stole, $15,000 from the town bank.
Pay good, dude.
Like, what the hell, Faf? Like, sure, if you have a harebrained scheme, like, what the hell, Faf? Sure, like, it would have been annoying but fine if he had done that and then just deposited $25,000 back and kept the 10 grand for himself. I wouldn't be impressed, but it wouldn't matter. He didn't, like, steal the town's money, but he literally just stole the town's money.
Yeah.
Does he realize he stole it, or does he think, oh yeah, I gave it all back?
Also, I don't even know. The dude's always like, I've been working so much.
That's fine. Compare that you work. It's the
Don't do Papega
you're
things.
here. That's the problem. We're fine with having one Comer who's never around. It's
So your actions when you are around, that's the issue.
okay. Can you make more roles than helper, assistant?
You cannot make additional rules.
No.
Unfortunately. Creeper.
What we need is a Fafnir statue.
No, we don't need to inflate his ego more. That's a bad idea. Duh.
It doesn't have to be a big statue. It can just be an armor stand with a head on it, and we'll just put Founder underneath it. You good?
Dick. Alright. Oh, I don't have. Tally map. Deep round. I do think that it'd be fine to increase taxes a little bit, but I don't want it to be a big increase. I still want to be one of the lowest on the server.
Yeah. Then we have to stop claiming land like crazy.
Nah, we can still keep doing that.
Hmm?
So we can still keep doing it.
Well,
The best thing is, like, we can make up money super fast if we actually try. Like, right now, it's literally just shops that are doing anything. I haven't mined in, like, a month. And I made 60,000 in one mining trip.
I know.
Yeah. So.
But I don't want to have to mine to fund the town.
You don't have
the
to
town.
mine. You can keep being lazy with your shop.
Okay, let me rephrase. I would like the town to be self-sufficient.
The town
properly
will
managed.
never be self-sufficient, just because of. I mean, we have public lands, and we also you'd have to raise taxes at least 50 to make a profit off of, to hopefully make up your loss.
Now, see we need is a way to take shop money and put it directly into the town, and just have basic shops that our town members can sell
That'd be amazing.
items
That
to,
would be great.
and then when people buy from it, it would just be buying from the town. So you could buy and sell to the town itself.
That would be great, although difficult. Unless someone's got a free alt account, I could set this up, where all the balance from the alt account goes into the town after a day or a week.
Say what?
Like, does anyone here have a second Minecraft account?
I do not.
Sketching?
Although I like the idea.
I could
but
easily
yeah.
purchase a secondary one, but the situation, because I want a secondary one for single player reasons.
Would that be considered multi-accounting?
Yes.
You would probably be able to.
You would most likely need a mod's permission to do it before
The
you
mods would likely grant you permission.
Yeah. We
That's
definitely.
that's all I was saying.
That idea would have to be clear about the mods first, but that would be.
Yeah.
I don't see that as a big problem.
There may or may not be several mods online at given times that you don't even know about. I've tracked down 2 of their alt accounts so far.
Really?
Just for when they want to play and not be bothered.
Oh, because Electric was telling me they can't do that.
They don't use them for like that's purpose.
I'm not aware.
Oh, this is unknown.
I don't even know if they play on them.
No, Zombie Bee's base is unknown now.
Who's?
On the edge of town. Zombie Bee. He was a guy. He bought it a while back. It's near Ross's place.
Wasn't he just talking in chat about that?
Maybe?
I saw his name.
Yep, he was, I believe.
He was just talking in chat about what?
The other day he
Going
came
back.
in voice chat.
Okay, well, he lost his plot.
We had a shit ton of iron back. Most of the full chest of ingot.
Honestly, that one, we can just fucking... I don't know if we want to unclaim it. So how many plots do we own in this main town?
You can do /Towny map and see roughly. I'll have a good way to
Oh.
give you an actual number.
It'd be
Is
better
there
easier
new
to count our
roads?
outpost.
Know
Say
how
what?
you want to know how you want to expand to the desert?
Yeah.
I think for new roads, we don't claim a full chunk for roads.
Just require people to leave room for them.
Yeah.
Just between 2 chunks, so each person could leave like 2 blocks.
Okay, so I think we have 2 types of roads. Main roads, where it's big
Cardinal
roads.
direction roads.
Yeah, and then, or not even cardinal directions, considering like north doesn't really count. Considering there's not.
Oh
Capital
shit!
buildings.
I know a way we can claim a lot of.
What?
It depends on how well Rom lit up the caves around Outpost 3,
Oh.
because there's an entire border around Outpost 3 that is
Oh yeah,
playing
definitely.
just to turn off mobs.
Oh yeah, definitely get rid of that.
Rom did an amazing job, and you can tell that based on the fact that you can go there and basically nothing runs
Yes,
up.
but those claims have mob spawning off, so I'm not sure if he could tell if there are areas that need to be lit up.
Even so, turn it off, and that way we can see mobs on our mini maps and then fix it.
Okay.
I
God,
definitely gonna claim
someone's
those.
Whoa.
Let's as a general rule not claim land just to turn off mob spawns.
It was
Like me.
necessary at the time. You'd understand if you saw. What the fuck? Random blue glass block. right
Anyway,
here.
okay, so I think yeah, we should have main roads, not necessarily in cardinal directions, but just going out. But then as we branch off the main roads, we dictate. Sorry, but you have to have a little road in your chunk, and try and do it on chunk borders, so it's just one block on each side, so
Mhm.
not one person is doing too much burden. Like if we want to expand to that desert area, I think we do little small roads into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the same thing we do like at Alavale's house. Like that's a pretty big road, but it's just on personal property.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the less road chunks we have, the denser we can be, and the better off the town's financials.
Yeah. This chunk is bordering. People can. Not everything.
Yeah, like even on the what is that west side of town, there's probably like a couple of plots we could build houses on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that road where we lit up the trees. Like what we could do, we could sell those 2 plots. Considering I don't think we're doing the subway idea anymore.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
At least not until Ross gets his ass back.
Well, Ross is never coming back, and well, I don't know if he's never coming back. Ross is like, let's not hold on to a bunch of land just because
No,
Ross might
I
come
don't
back.
plan to.
Okay.
And I'm not going to revisit the idea unless. But...
Okay. Yeah, because I don't. It's a nice
Okay,
idea.
there's a
but
lot
I
of
don't-
plots we just gave up. Actually, shit. I probably should have kept this one. It's okay, actually.
Oh, 2 plots behind. Oh no. We can do that. Never mind.
Plot info. Switch resume. Oh shit. No, there's a reason I had to claim those. Fuck.
What?
Guardians are spawning outside now.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of waste of money.
Rip.
The layer that was claimed outside of that ring one. What? Layer's already been claimed. What do you mean? Okay, apparently I missed. Been some trial and error.
Did that get his current balance of $23,000 from?
What do you say?
Drew wants the answer to that question.
I do.
Because you know Luncher can give it to you,
Oh.
right?
We have a net total of -1 plot though, so
Okay.
As soon as we start selling,
who built
plots
this
at
shit?
place, it'll be a lot better. What shit?
Somebody just put a random fire on top of the fucking guardian fire.
Random fire.
Random fire?
Fire, like a just stick of stone brick.
Oh. You spawn.
I already removed it.
Oh yeah, yes. The like a fucking AFK point. I remember that randomly showing up and being like, okay.
Residents shouldn't be able to build here, so
What was it? Just like a.
it's just random shit. I got a couple blocks of stone brick.
I'm pretty sure it was you.
No, that was
No,
me.
Oh,
why
okay.
do
Because you can't elytra fly off of this.
Yeah, you can.
Like there's. No, I can't. I can't get to elytra.
and use this? Oh, I broke it.
Like. Okay,
It-
that's all I did. I just put one block off.
No, there was like 5
Okay.
things of stone brick just stacked up here with a torch on it.
Oh, okay, no, never mind. That
I'm
wasn't.
not trying to alert the world. Well, I mean, the beacon doesn't.
Yeah,
But
Beacon does that. Also, it's plain land, so not the most.
I mean, yeah, but so I want the whole world. to-
No. I definitely put something here, but it was mostly like this, just a single block. Just something to, you know, take off from.
Okay, why? How are you spawning out there?
I don't see
That is
the
way. There's one out here. That's way outside the plane or the spawn area.
Oh,
Maybe you got a double guardian farm, bro.
Of sure. Anyway, okay. T.
I don't see any.
That was just one singular one.
Oh yeah, no, I see him.
Okay, Outpost 4 does not have many. That has a few.
Come here, Guardian. I'm gonna kill you with my bare hands.
Outpost 5. is
Paul
fucking
Grains
beautiful.
hasn't built his shit, which is kind of
Maybe,
annoying.
maybe.
Well, Grain just kind of disappeared after you logged on.
Your Guardian is dead.
So we have a bunch of chunks claimed for the wall at the castle. It's just a line of chunks though. That's probably like 5 total. Honestly, this place doesn't have that many claims. I don't plan on claiming the valley until more is done.
People own things.
Yeah, until there's more people, we're fine.
Okay, so T. Post one. Well,
Oh
what's
yeah,
one-
we have a house for sale here, by the way.
Hmm?
We have a house for sale at that one, so Daddy's.
Lucky Silver? A Lucky
behind
Silver?
us. Yeah. Even comes with shit in it.
Okay, what can we, considering we're moving a lot of our farms to Outpost 4, what can we unclaim at Outpost 1?
No, I don't want to move any farms out this way.
Hmm?
No.
No,
Oh,
Outpost, no, sorry. Outpost 6. The Sky Islands. My mistake. Shouldn't
Oh.
call it Outpost 4.
What kind of farms are you talking about? Food farms?
Okay, no. So, now Outpost 4, we have how many slime farms?
6. Outpost 6.
Outpost
Outpost
6.
6, there's one here.
Okay, there's one slime farm, but it reduces a lot more than the current one, correct? The Outpost 1?
Yes.
And it is I'm just thinking there's no need to have like these less efficient farms if we have more efficient ones in Outpost 6.
The only real benefit that Outpost 1 has is the iron farm and the skeleton farm.
Yeah, and if we're loading the shop to the other outpost, we might as well rebuild the iron farms there.
Guys, what do you feel about the iron farms? Because we can actually build those to look like islands, right?
Well, they're already supposed to be floating islands.
Yeah.
Just
For the most
Sketch
part,
never
yeah.
did the floating island part.
I never did the bottom of it because
Yeah.
I got preoccupied with this thing.
I
That
think
was-
it would look really good if we did that.
Oh no, yeah, we can just straight copy it over, like no modifications necessary.
Well, at the island.
Oh yeah. That's
Kind
Sketch.
of. They are
I mean, they don't have to
5
be
blocks
huge.
apart,
I know.
right?
Anyway,
Chunks? Good?
Sorry, what?
They are in the 5th chunk, and there's 3 chunks between them, right?
There's 4 chunks between them. Okay, so the singular chunk
Oh,
design
yeah,
is
they're
the
right.
exact same, but they can be rearranged in different places.
Yes.
No, the question is, can
That would be
they?
preferred.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are these going to be fitting near the donut?
Actually, they could go right on the corners of the shop. Wait, no, they can't. Never mind.
Why is
Most
that?
likely, actually, they could go through the donut. That'd probably be the best.
They
place.
could go through the donut.
Oh, okay,
They
so
could be
look on
part
my
of the
stream
donut.
right now.
What?
I actually really like the donut idea.
If you look at the stream right now, you'll see this is how far the shop goes. 24 blocks over each stream. So it takes out 3 chunks this way, this way. So this is the shop, right? You'll have a chunk here in each corner.
Okay. They could go like in.
Because you said they're 4 apart, right?
Yeah, 4 chunks apart.
Can they be less than that?
No,
No.
that's minimum spacing.
That's why I was asking about the 3 thing, because they would be over my squid farms then. So ideally, we'd want them actually.
Wait, so they can't
5.
be less, more, or less.
They can be more.
Theoretically, we would want them
If I
5.
say less, I meant to say more.
They can be more.
Yeah, theoretically, we
More's
would want
fine.
them 5 chunks apart.
No, 4 is perfectly fine. There's no problem with 4.
No, but with how everything is set up
Oh.
here, 5 chunks would be
just
optimal.
if we wanted them inside the.
Okay, so
Because everything
Can we put them on
everything's
the
built off
corner
of a
of each
square
circle?
center already,
So,
right?
like,
So they would be
over
off
here.
center of the chunks if you would build them with 3 or 4. And they would also then be partially over top of my squid farms, but not really over top of my squid farms type of thing.
But by the way, when we do claim the entire capital, we should raise taxes of 30 or 35 so there's a small profit. Then sell the previous citizens back their plots for 0. That way no one from their town hates them. What?
Weird.
what?
And now Vex is the best trade network on the server. That way instead of 50 people matters, we have 50 new packs.
What are you reading?
Anyway,
Where did you read that, Julian?
Okay, he's talking about Elysium. Catman sent me a private message.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, no. Okay, so he thinks if we claimed Elysium, we would sell it back to the people.
Oh my god, no.
No,
You
no.
delete it.
No, we claim it, we steal everything, and then we unclaim it.
Yeah. Okay, let me draw a few more things. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. Okay, so if you look here, this is the shop. I'm gonna go over that blue. Let's change up the size.
Julian, what are you doing?
I'm just Catman's don't talk Catman's laughing at me. He thinks like all of the town people of Elysium are gonna hate us. And they might, but they have short-term memories, and it's not like they're.
Hate us for what?
Oh, if we actually succeeded in bankrupting Elysium, if that had actually
Did they
succeeded,
hate
we'd
us?
claim their town. Like,
Most of the people are papagas. Okay, so I think if you are alright, yeah. Alright, cool. So if you are standing in the middle of the shop, the entire donut is rendered, and so is one chunk outside of the donut. So, what if we put the the villager farms on each corner of the donut?
Yeah, that could work.
That's what
No,
I'm
no, no.
thinking,
There's just definitely enough room in that donut for 4 iron farms.
Inside?
Oh, no, on the outside. Like, we're thinking going through the donut on each
Yeah,
corner type of thing.
Like, have it be inside a donut. We've got some wiggle room to play with, so like we could have one of the farms be level with the donut, and then have all the other ones be based off that.
Are you sure they wouldn't be too close?
No, they wouldn't be.
You're certain, because there's only 4 chunks. There's only 3 chunks between the middle. Okay.
Okay.
Look, so this is all occupied by the,
Okay, I know.
the middle line.
Dude,
There's about
it's
40
4
blocks
chunks
of-
between the farms.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if you put one farm, color in red, like say here, for example.
No, no, no. We're saying in the donut, so it'd be actually a corner away. Go 1 corner up.
Anyway.
Wait, you mean physically inside it?
Yes. Yeah. Part of the donut. Yeah, there.
Interesting.
There's no reason not to.
It might disrupt the path going through it.
It might.
Go like a bridge thing over it.
Around it, yeah.
Or around it.
Yeah, the path could go a little bit around.
This thing's only going to be like 4 or 5 blocks tall, by the way, the donut.
That's fine.
That's perfect.
Keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Remember, the structure goes up from the donut,
Okay.
and the structure, like, you know what it looks like.
Where's the
after-
gathering point for it going to be?
gathering point? We were thinking of just have 4 individual kill chambers. Just because that way we don't have to claim a bunch of land to pipe them to one place.
Or we
Use
could
one from
pipe.
around them?
Well, theoretically,
We could pipe them underneath the farm.
we
yes,
could
but
use
you're
hoppers
weak.
to pipe everything.
Hmm?
We could use hoppers
Yeah.
to pipe everything.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Kill
reduce the
them and
amount of
then
hoppers
pipe.
we have at this land.
Yeah, okay. That's my thought as well, which is why I haven't actually connected most of the farms here.
I think by the end of the Skybuck Castle, we're gonna just move the entire city there, aren't we? I'm gonna have to move my villager farms, everything.
It might be best, yeah.
No, keep your lab.
I think we should enforce one thing here though.
Uh-huh.
Low entity count.
Yeah, that's fine.
Low entity count?
Yeah.
Oh, like, okay, we should enforce that in the town as well. Like, we should not be letting people get away with 200 fucking dogs. I don't.
Well, not even that, but like, we should concentrate on making a more generalized town farm, which we have, and less single entity farms. Like, almost every person in the town has a fucking chicken farm with 200 chickens.
Yeah. No, we should definitely be. We should just be more strict with that in general. It's not necessarily something we should do here. Like, we should be doing that everywhere. Okay, but no, we can definitely scroll up in your paint drawing, please. Okay, so there's a chunk right there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we got enough space, so we can do it in the corners. 1, 2, 5. Although, oh, here's a problem. Your ring isn't in line with chunks. I
Yeah,
guess
that's known. That's okay. If people agree that that's
No. What I mean, like, go up again. Okay, never mind. No. It is. No, I was wrong. We're fine.
Oh,
I thought it was off center at chunk grid, so I thought the center of the ring wasn't at the center of a chunk.
oh well.
but
no.
it looks like it is. Yeah,
I
it is.
made very certain to make sure this is all lined up right.
Yeah, so the ring's gonna house the iron farm. That'll be great.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
At that
so
point, we'll just be keeping, I guess, 1, 2, maybe 3 chugs for the skeleton farm.
yeah, everything else can go. Like, we've got a better slime farm. We've got
And everything
much
farm
better
as well.
creeper farms at the new outpost.
Yeah.
Those are
Like, we could-
mine.
All of them are yours?
Oh no, not all of them. Most of
Okay, you know.
I want to do want to sell the gunpowder from them, though. And then put it in the store so it can fund the shop.
What?
Like, I get the central ones are yours, but what about the other ones?
The one I'm currently building.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
My plan
are
was
they-
to sell the gunpowder in the shop. Yes.
Okay, so they're still your personal farms.
Technically, but most of the money I make in shop from the shops goes to the town, right? But yes.
If we want to make it simple, so not everybody's trying to go and grab gunpowder, we can just make a boomer access room that only boomers can enter and just discount our prices there.
Yeah,
The town discount.
that's probably the best thing. Instead of yeah, partially also my idea with having access rooms behind everything is in those rooms we can have a centralized, like, basically we can set a price that only people from the town can go buy shit from there for, right?
No, you could even do. This is real big brain. What you could do is you could have, so you have your shop price that you sell to the public at, then you have a buy price for gunpowder, where you still make profit. Then the boomer only access shop price is much lower, so you can literally have people restock it for you while still making money. So you go to any, like, you just put a message, hey, in town, like, hey, all boomers get really cheap access to gunpowder, and by the way, you can sell it to me in my shop if there's space to make a little bit of money, and then it will be sold to the public. So you
Okay.
can basically restock it for me for a profit.
There's a
Kinda like how-
reason I'm building 4 more creeper farms, by the way.
Why? Not enough production?
Not nearly enough production to keep up with how many fireworks I sell already.
Okay. Oh, you could do the same thing with fireworks.
I could do the same thing with fireworks, but I also do not have as much money as you currently to facilitate that.
Well, remember, you can always just use a single cobblestone piece to limit the inventory size. Or here's what you do, Sketchin. You fill it up yourself, full. And that way, people can only sell fireworks to you if you have the space.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's part of the
Yeah.
plan.
There are ways to get
I'm
around,
just
like,
working
not
on it
having enough
currently.
money for this idea.
Yeah, I'm currently
And the
working on
easiest
that.
one is just make sure the chest starts off full, and so it's not like you're going to lose a shit ton. You only lose money once you have already made it.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, anyway. So Outpost 1. I don't know, I think it would be nice if one of them was public access, like just one of the smaller ones was completely public to anyone in Boomer Nation. But
I'm worried if I delete this. That's shit.
just because we're taking away the 2 free ones, I'd like to be something to replace them. But we gotta consolidate land. Like, we don't need creeper farms in like 5 different locations.
Part of also the thing here is us having more people at the farm doesn't increase the spawn cap of the farm, right?
Yeah, no.
You're
But
aware
does
of this,
increase-
right?
Well, yes and no.
No.
I thought it did if they were if the people were separated.
If the people were separated.
Yeah. Well,
So the
remember,
area
if this is going to be a
between them.
floating,
Yeah.
if this is going to be a floating city with people dotted all around, the farm cap should increase. But I don't see what this has to do with Outpost 1. Hey, Bluetail.
Oh,
It's more the fundamental factor that theoretically these farms won't produce more. Like, they'll produce as much with just me singularly being here. And the same amount as if 10 people were sitting in our shop.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. But remember, if our shop is good enough, we can have like 80% uptime versus just you sitting there, which is sure it's less than that. But I don't see what this has to do with unclaiming the Outpost 1 creeper farms. Because these only work when they're loaded as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, it's great, like they get loaded when the shop is loaded, which is great right now, but that's gonna stop. And so these are going to be near useless when someone stands here and does it.
Where the fuck am I?
So, like, we don't need to tear them down. I'm just saying we unclaim it.
Yeah.
And maybe put a shop sign on the chest. Or, like, for very low prices. So, if boomers still want to come here, they can, and as long as it's here. But if another town, like, destroys it or starts fighting, I don't care. Yeah, because the only thing here that's special, that isn't being built over it to Sky Islands, or Skyblock, is the skeleton farm. So that's the only thing we need to keep claimed. Am I incorrect on that?
Technically, yes.
Okay, is there a big problem with unclaiming all of this, other than the skeleton farm?
Well, no, personally, I don't really care about the vast majority of it. What I am more currently cared about is the fact that I'm currently paying the upkeep for the vast majority of this like place.
you don't get taxed for it.
You don't get taxed. You don't-
No, but I do put money into the town for it.
Yes. I mean,
If,
that's
if that's your argument, I've paid a lot more than you, Sketchin.
No, I'm aware.
Like,
But you have claim over the farms that you produce, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So when
No, no.
somebody is there loading those farms, you get the profit from it. Whereas if somebody is here loading these farms, I will not then get the profit from it.
Well, remember, I also have profit sharing when people load my farms.
Yes.
Like, no one's saying you don't. Like,
Well,
Sketchin, nothing
theoretically,
I've said
no.
here
Theoretically, that
doesn't-
would be then me selling gunpowder and paper, right?
Yeah.
And then them being able to sell rockets back to me for less than they can buy or for more than they can buy the gunpowder and paper for.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is my plan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, currently, yes.
Okay.
The farm would still technically be mine, but you'll be able to buy gunpowder from them for a cheap rate. Yes.
Okay. So you want private ownership of all of those gunpowder farms? Is what you're saying?
Most of it.
Okay.
Technically, I'm going to lose the ones in the center building because the center building will be part of
Well,
the
you
farm,
can-
right?
Okay.
Also,
When
the
I say
shop will
private
not.
ownership-
This is going to be another thing. The shop being in the center and being up that high, it'll most likely not load these farms.
Yes, it will. We've made sure it will.
It will load what is in the center underneath it. You're forgetting this is a diagonal radius and not a central or a vertical radius at that point.
T outpost 6. Like, what do you mean they're gonna be loaded?
It will load the ones in the center building, and it'll load the pyramid at the bottom of the center building. From there, it'll then be a radius, and most likely only load the top of these farms.
Oh, you're
The
talking about
top
the.
of the top of these farms are not where the killing chambers in these farms are, so the top being loaded doesn't matter. That's taking its spawn
Okay.
area at that point.
Okay, you've only built one of these other farms, though, right?
2 technically. One's the slime farm.
Oh yeah, the slime farm. The slime matters less.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah, but
like
anyways.
it's. I know it's a little less efficient on rates, but it's easy enough to raise this by like 20 blocks. Like nothing about this needs to have the killing hammer at bedrock. Like, do you want to lower the farm? Do you want to lower the shop height?
Yes, it needs to be a bedrock.
For the best rates, yes, but not for it to work.
Okay, then I am not building any of these farms, and I'm leaving the one in the center. 'Cause at that rate, it's just taking up spawning area. If it's not going to have better rates than the one in the center, it's being pointless to build it.
Okay. That's
Okay.
That's if these are only loaded from the shop. Remember, the plan is to have this loaded from everywhere. Have people living and working.
Well, not really working. Most people just build a house and most likely come back to store stuff at it and then leave. The shop is what's going to be loaded mostly. Unless you do your thing, which you build a fucking villager farm here and all of that.
Then give people a reason to stay there.
Yeah. Like, that's... Like, there's a reason I built that villager farm, because I knew, like, I was going to have a hard time loading it myself, so I designed it such that the people using it and making money from it would load it to keep
Yes,
it working.
I'm aware. But then we are introducing heavy lag with hoppers to this area, bringing the villager farm here.
Hmm?
I mean, we're doing that anyway with the iron farms.
No, the iron
No.
farms don't produce that much lag.
No lag.
Then the villager trading hall shouldn't either.
The trading hall doesn't.
Okay.
My trading hall doesn't produce lag. It's my potato and
Maple.
carrot farm
Oh, yeah, it's
that
fine.
produces some lag.
Having all of
Although-
the hoppers in the fucking villager farm, that is a big thing. Number 2, having the trading hall is not the problem. Having a abundant amount of entity. Anywhere over 200 entities, your frames will be about 10 around them no matter what. I've proven that with my blaze farm.
I think you're missing something though. Your blamed farms still do pathfinding. My
Yeah, they
villagers
do
don't.
pathfinding, and also they're all being crammed into one space.
Yes, so there's 2 things there. There's collision detection, which is slowing you
No.
down.
No,
Yes.
no, that's why they're on the ladders. The second they are on the ladders, there's no more collision detection. That's why they no longer entity cram. As soon as they are on the ladders, they're also then taking up 1 block.
But
So
you're
there's 2
still-
spots
there's
with single
200
holding
entities
things.
in 3 blocks.
Yes.
Which
is the
you
same
will
thing,
never
which is-
see in
Okay.
any type of villager setup or anything like that.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway,
No,
In
not
bre-
200 entities in 3
in the
blocks.
in the breeders that we have in town, yes. Especially
I
Ross's,
know.
because Ross's probably hasn't been cleaned in a while.
no,
I
Ross's
went
doesn't
to
need to
Ross's
be.
the other day and I didn't even lag.
Ross's doesn't. Ross has a different breeder design. He doesn't
Okay.
have an automatic breeder. He has to feed it manually.
Okay. And that is good. But anyways, yeah.
Anyway, like there's the reason your blaze farm lags is because of pathfinding, and I still think it's entity collision. Because remember, not all of them are on ladders. Some of them are in the middle.
No, the vast majority of them are ladders.
Okay, but even if the vast majority are on the ladders, let's say there's one in the middle. It then has to check collision with the 200 that are on the ladder.
No, but it doesn't.
This
if
is
they're
an
on the ladder.
exponential problem.
But anyways, yes.
Okay, so let's say there's 200 on the ladders, 100 on each side, and there's one in the middle, intersecting his hitbox.
Now, also another thing about that is I am not my client. My solo client is not the one checking pathfinding. The server is, and it does not affect tick rate.
So it doesn't affect tick rate because this is running on just like very nice hardware.
Yeah, but that is pathfinding.
Like,
The pathfinding
it's
is
not affecting tick rate. It might be affecting server operating costs. Anyway,
Yes, but pathfinding and
I'm
collision are not taken care of on my client. So my client dropping frames because of it. It's simply the entities being there and processing the entities.
I'm not sure on that one. I think client still has something to do with it. Like, because if that was true, my hoppers wouldn't do anything to lag, because they should all be doing it on the server side.
Yeah. Remember, we're on Java. We're non C++.
This is like, if Minecraft was perfectly done, yes, you would have a point, but it's not programmed that well. I think because if it was purely, if all the lag was purely server side, or sorry, all the cause of the lag we've seen, if Minecraft was programmed correctly, should be purely server side, and our client should have no problem. Like, think of all those hoppers. All of those calculations are happening on the server. All those lighting updates are happening on the server. Like, none of those should be affecting my computer in any real way, except maybe the lighting updates. 'Cause that's a GPU.
Depending
Even
how
then,
you're...
there's not that much lighting. Other than lighting updates.
I would say one thing actually definitely could.
What?
How does Java how does the Minecraft client versus the Minecraft server hold packet information of what would be in every single one of those hoppers?
I don't know.
Because if every single frame it's being sent a packet going, every single one of these hoppers is full. Oh yeah, there's 200 hoppers here.
It's definitely not doing that. It's definitely not.
But it could.
It's not. Java is object oriented. It is counting every single thing as an object.
I know, that's what I mean. It would account for 2,000 objects being in each hopper, and then be like, there's 2,000 objects in here. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a hopper here.
There's no way the server is sending live updates of what's in every single hopper.
I'm aware. Which means every single one of those entities, every single one of those hoppers?
What?
Okay. If your client has no idea what is in any of those hoppers, and is not being told by the server.
Until I request it by opening it, sure.
Until requested by opening it, the server would be processing.
Yeah.
Physically, the server would have to be processing. Or the server would then be requesting information from your client every single frame, going, how much do they need for one of these hoppers? Oh yeah, okay. How much is each one of these hoppers? Which would then be the cause of the lag. So it's either packets being sent or packets being taken.
But that's not the reason it lags there. Remember, it was VBO. It's rendering that lags there.
Yes.
The hoppers. So.
That's what I mean.
Something else. Okay, so I don't understand what your point is here.
Physically, entities could be causing it, and hoppers being entities could be causing it. It could be either of those things, right? Is what I am saying. I just don't want an abundance of entities.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, that's the point. That's the whole situation.
Okay, well, I have no plans on moving my carrot and potato farm because it'd be a pain in the ass anyway.
Yes, I'm aware.
And honestly, the biggest lag in the town is not my farm. It's the auto sorter.
I would agree with the vast majority of that, yes.
I didn't build it to be lag friendly.
You didn't?
No, I'm a fucking boomer. What do you expect?
Yeah. I have a... Oh yeah, I gotta send you the video on the better design. Anyway, back to the task at hand.
I know there's
Getting
another
rid of
design that you can use. This one's just super simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sketchin, you want all the creeper farms here to be yours.
Yes, because I will be still the one loading them the vast majority of the time. Based on the fact they are solo, and will remain solo.
Okay.
By the way, I'm building the island right now. If you want to help while you're talking, or give me pointers on how.
You're building the island, what?
And creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want the shop lower? Is that what you're getting at?
It would be nice.
Like, we had this discussion with you here. You just weren't saying anything.
No, I was.
Yeah.
That's what I said before. I told you where all my shops were, and you said, okay, we'll build it at this height. But that still only activates the center shop, or the center one.
Why didn't you bring this up when we talked about it?
Because I didn't realize this part till after. Anyway.
Hey.
Like, I did, and I just thought, okay, you can move it up a bit.
No.
Like, it will be less efficient, but
It'll be great.
like your assumption. Okay, moving it up, like, what does it need?
16 blocks up.
Yeah.
It would take moving the whole structure up one subchunk. What it would take.
Moving what structure?
His outside creeper farms.
Same with the slime farm technically. But the only way to even make it more efficient would be then fill every single block that's underneath it in the subchunk up completely.
Yeah, that's
So then
possible.
completely refilling the bedrock and everything underneath it. But I still don't want to do that. That's a fucking tedious pain in the ass.
Okay, so what height do you want the shop at then?
Where it is alright. I'm just letting you know my plans is to sell gunpowder at a cheap rate so people can basically do the same thing that your villager farm has done.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's what I've said. I don't know why you're still going on about this. Just because in
Because
that
you
factor.
seem really angry.
No.
For a reason I'm trying to figure out.
No, because you're just fucking tediously nagging me about the same thing after I've basically said the situation.
Okay.
I already know that these farms will most likely not, like the top part of them will most likely be loaded. So it'll most likely be spawning, but they will despawn no matter what by the time they hit the lava blocks here.
Do you want us to lower the shop?
No,
That's what I want to know.
no, you're good.
Okay. Good. Fuck, now I know why managers hire people like me to dumb down shit for them. Never have any fucking idea what's happening.
Yes. No, yeah, my situational thing, though, is what I am saying. Yeah, it was just that most of the time, somebody will have to be at basically bedrock to activate those farms, or in the potion brewing area, basically.
Oh, your auto smelter.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. Most of the Sky Islands are not going to load these farms if they are at bedrock.
Well, if there was a sky island right above it, it would. Or in the chunk next to it.
Yes, but it would
Alright,
have
Blue, build an island.
it has to physically be at,
What?
then it would have
Like
to
100.
be, yes. At a,
Volunteering you.
Well, that's what we want. We want the shop to be like where the main islands are. We want a little bit of variation in Y level, so probably like to Y80, maybe to Y20. But Y20 is kind of high. You'll be in cloud
If you
layer.
make people
Like
an
that's what
island,
we
I'm just gonna
want.
Make it out of pumpkins.
Remember, like Sketchin, we want people to live here. Like the fact we want people to build houses here. If you want people to stay here, you gotta give them a reason. We have to have a reason for that.
somewhere, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, I'm also planning on building wood farms around the main shop. Is another thing.
more wood farms like the ones you have in your base.
Kind of like the one I have in my base, but it'll displace the wood, and after wood gets to a certain level, it'll dispense TNT and blow it up. So people can just sit there and feed saplings into it, and it'll blow it up, and then feed them diamonds.
Oh, here's the next question.
Where are you planning
the
on
witch
putting
farms
these?
completely public?
What?
Are the witch farms completely public? What's going on with those?
Technically, the witch farms currently are public to everyone in our nation, aside from one of them because Backer doesn't have the right protections put on it.
Okay. But are they going to remain that way?
They should, yes.
Okay. Oh, then who cares about the... Okay, then I don't care if any... then it's fine for all your creeper farms to be yours.
Yeah.
And even the middle ones. Yes, the land will probably be town land, but you'll still own the collection chests.
Yeah.
And it's not like anyone can build or we're gonna turn off build and destroy farms here as well. Oh yeah, Fable, I'm totally on board with your let's regulate the shop more idea.
Sweet.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. We can theoretically just have buy and sell chests on the back in front of each chest. Town's members will be able to go to the back of the chest and sell for a better price than...
Oh
the
no,
front
you can
of
just
it.
do this right in the front. There's no need for that.
Well, no, but town members could then theoretically get a better price than anyone could. Right? Letting people in the town make more of a margin than people, like, from
Oh, I see what you
Elysium
mean.
could come to the town and make.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's possible. You can do that. I'm just gonna have the sell price on the top, on the front. Anyway, so, oh my fuck.
Hey Julian,
What?
if you'd like, I'm pretty sure Schematica copies over item frames and shit.
Mhm.
If you'd like, you can start placing item frames in these on these chests to kind of start getting an idea of shelving space, like what's going where. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Yeah, I can help you organize things. Although I don't actually use any item frames.
We're putting item frames on every.
I don't know. No,
Yes.
I don't want to do item frames for books.
I
or
will
even-
literally make them for you.
No. Here's the problem. If we do item frames, you can't tell what book it is unless you look at it. Like there's a reason I have not done item frames. Because
okay,
all of
the
like
flip
all
side's-
He physically
Okay.
needs to name every single book, throw it in a frame, and then you have to directly mouse over the
Well, I
book.
said I would do it for you.
No, I know, but everyone who wants to buy a mending book has to go through and look through every single book I sell
Good,
to
let them
find.
suffer.
No, I don't want that.
It's the entire
So-
Boomer philosophy.
No,
Anyway.
absolutely not. I want it to be simple and easy. I want people to go, where's mending? They can read all of them and say, okay, here's mending. It's like
That's
another item that's
fine.
What?
That's fine.
okay. I can use signs.
Yes.
Okay.
Only for the books.
Okay. Like there's
And-
other
I have
there's
one
other
sign.
items I would also like to use signs for. Like also
Okay, item frames do not copy over, so just do sign.
I have one
Fuck,
sign.
text doesn't copy over either.
Maple, I think we let it up to the shop owner to decide whether item frame or sign.
I
Like-
want build blocks to definitely be item frames.
Anyways.
Oh no,
okay.
no.
No. And if it's like a tool or something, yes, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, because like